So these are the highlights of today's second round of the UCI Cyclocross World Cup in Dublin. The sand playing its part. Lucinda Brand having problems early on, losing time after a bike change too. And this is the point at which we thought we were watching Fem van Empel riding away from the field, but it was Lucinda Brand who was having absolutely none of it. She would catch and then attack as well. And then came a few uncharacteristic problems for Fem van Empel into a bike change, having not the best of a time in the sand as well, and looking like the world champion was on the back foot. We always had the expectation that she would come back. The thing is, Lucinda Brand, the Dutch champion, was absolutely flying out front. Zoe Backstead wasn't too worried about that. She was doing the chasing too. And Fem van Empel got back to Lucinda Brand until that moment in the sand. And Brand seemed to sense that too. Bike changes are plenty on a course that was tacky at best, but still plenty of changes, and it seemed as if the pits actually were a little bit slower than riding past them, so certainly tactical bike changes were important today. There were still moments where Lucinda Brand and Fem van Empel could see each other, almost do a high five as they go past, but they weren't doing any of that because Lucinda Brand was determined to put Fem van Empel well out of sight, and she was gradually building up 20, 25 and then nearly 30 seconds of lead as the race went on. There were bike problems though. There was a technical issue for Anna-Marie Verst, who got her bike stuck in what looked like crash mode, the rear derailleur. Had to take that into the pits as well, and that saw her out of the running for those podium spots, which was a fascinating race between Zoe Backstead and Inge van der Heide. The Dutch woman van der Heide having a fantastic day out, and Zoe Backstead determined to be on the podium in front of what she saw as a home crowd. It certainly sounded that way. The support for Backstead out on course was absolutely fantastic in the Irish sunshine. Blanka Vas there in the background also having a good race, the Hungarian. But out front, one rider was riding, as Jeremy Powers said, a time trial. The Dutch champion absolutely flying Lucinda Brand out front and making the most of the long power sections and the gradual powerful uphills. She went on to take the win and also take over the lead of the UCI Cyclocross World Cup. The Big L got the big W in Dublin in the sunshine as well. Second place for the world champion, Fem van Empel. And Zoe Backstead, not just riding clear, but sprinting clear to ensure that she took the final spot on shine. Look at that top 10. Thankfully, not too Dutch dominated, but certainly two Dutch women out front as well. Lucinda Brand from Fem van Empel. Zoe Backstead, where she was 1 year ago, back on the podium again, but 1 minute and 3 seconds down ahead of a fantastic all-round race from Inge van der Heide. Blanka Vas also showing she's getting back at it as well, the Hungarian woman, for SD Works Pro Time. And there is the standings now in the World Cup. Laura Verdonsch got hanging on to 10th place there. Maria Norber-Riberola with that fantastic finish today in 8th as she was today in the race. But Lucinda Brand takes over the lead of the UCI Cyclocross World Cup after the round here in Dublin with 10 more rounds.